Hey, so yesterday evening, the coldest night of the year charity walk took place here in Kelowna, weaving through downtown and beginning and ending by the Metro Hub. There was an impressive turnout, and over $160,000 has been raised, which will go back to nonprofits that provide aid to unhoused and vulnerable folks. With these complex issues that are poverty and homelessness and addiction, one area that doesn't get nearly as much attention as the crucial support at the front end of it all is community reintegration. The follow-through, once a person is largely on the other side of the crisis they were in. It becomes a question of prevention at that point. What supports can ensure that a person doesn't lose the stability they've regained and get drawn back into a life of despair that took such an enormous amount of willpower and strength to escape? That can't happen without suitable housing. A safe place to live is absolutely critical to this, but a huge and undersupported part is social. What goes into making new friends, being part of a healthy social circle, becoming a regular at a coffee shop, small talk with neighbors, feeling like a welcome part of the community. Because all of us, regardless of our histories, regardless of where we're at currently, if we don't feel like we belong, if we don't feel like we're making a contribution, our quality of life seriously suffers. We become nihilistic, we get depressed, and we're that much more likely to enter or return to self-destructive behaviors like substance use. Community integration is not just a challenge for previously unhoused people, it's universal. We lead increasingly isolated lives, and the loss of third spaces, community spaces that are freely accessible, is a driver of this. The vast majority of potential meeting places are behind paywalls. Businesses where you're expected to be a paying customer in order to justify your presence. And if we're seeking opportunities to be productive with each other, not to say that conversation over a coffee isn't, but I mean more hands-on work, collaboration, artistic or mechanical or culinary, you either need a suitable space and ownership of all the necessary equipment within your own home, or have a special access by booking time in a commercial kitchen, or being a post-secondary student with use of a garage, or renting out a workspace at the Kelowna Innovation Center. There is a lot working against us being able to enjoy one another's company and meaningfully collaborate without there being what are often significant built-in expenses. Now, a nice conversation I had on the walk yesterday was with someone who shared that their kid wants to be a city councillor and has the idea that we get rid of all the cars in Kelowna and everyone walks everywhere. A utopian, universally walkable city, no longer dependent on vehicles. I mean, a few steps involved to get there, but in the summer we do have the Meet Me on Bernard program that turns Bernard Avenue downtown into a pedestrian zone, closing it off to vehicle traffic so restaurants can extend their patios and folks can leisurely walk and roll and loiter and mingle all the way to the sales. The idea is to support tourism, to better enable downtown businesses to capitalize on tourist traffic, but this is good for folks who call Kelowna their home too. And a forward-thinking city should be no less concerned for the quality of life of its residents as its tourists by making public spaces wonderful and welcoming all year round, and establishing more of them, especially ones that offer amenities and resources that may otherwise be prohibitively expensive for folks to access. We quite literally build community bonds when we're free and able to build things together.